And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Come on. Hey.
He finds his man, complete. It's Oliver. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. A really good defense for these Texans. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a good call there that brings up 4th. Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. That's fielded at the 8-yard line.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Texans will take over.
Here we go.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there and end up making the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Racing to the end zone.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So call off the pick 6.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27.
19, trap 60, trap 10 or 11, 10 or 11.
Now Stroud. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath says do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He's got his tight end. It's Albert down.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Stroud sets up the play action. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. The Texans at 6-3 on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around. I expect them to play really well here.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Come on. Hey. Warriors, 70. Ready.
Stroud.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
They enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game, it also opens up the passing options for the team you're playing as well. So typically, when you don't play the run well, you're getting hit in all phases.
Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Stroud off the play fake.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Practice 60.
Stroud will look to throw once more. That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
He's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. His fourth catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down. Barkley inside handoff. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This is 2nd and 8. Stroud to throw it.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And 3rd and 1 now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Saquon Barkley, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, some strong running.
Past midfield. Still going. 1 man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now the touchback's coming back to the 25 instead of the 20. When guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 14-7. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And you know, there's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
From just shy of midfield, here's second down and 3.
On the draw, this is Barkley.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
It's a big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
18 Bradley. 18 Bradley. 79 Broncos.
Hands it off out of the gun. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight. Drop 50. Drop 50.
Stroud working out of the gun. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
19 Lions. Cut 19. Cut 19. Go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he finds the tight end, Rodgers. Oh, he faked it with a jerk. Now he's got some room. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
16 more on that one and another 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
2nd and 14.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. They'll set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think I heard that one before he went until he was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Butker's kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Harrison Butker and a kickoff for Kansas City.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away.
And here comes Diggs. And here comes Diggs.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Here's Stroud. Throw out wide is incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Stroud here on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Moore, the motion man. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now back to throw. That is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some. And finally brought down at the 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And they're going to speed things up here.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Texans' 33.
2nd and 5. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
1st and goal, Kansas City.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk.
They intercept Stroud again, the third time in this game. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. You start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
This could be the turning point.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
At the 8-yard line.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Your game to win, offense!
Stroud on third down now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Get it! Crack all 80!
A first down carry for Barkley. He'll get this up to about the 44. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 8.
Trap 60, trap 60.
And Stroud now to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. They find some open field here. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. Now they'll go play action here with Stroud. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
All right, now I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why. Because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game, because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they built up in the locker room during halftime. So game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something new in this one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Christian Harris on the coverage.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Are you kidding me? What's going on, guys? Are you kidding?
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 19 Lions.
He'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
Has a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
19,
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Cut 19, cut 19.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They, of course, will decline the penalty and just take the yardage on the completion.
And this defense, they've got to be beyond frustrated at this point, because even when they're grabbing and holding out there, they're still completing passes. If you grab someone, they shouldn't be able to catch it.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
To number 88. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 18-yard line.
18, Pioneer. Mustang 19. Warriors 70. Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They'll look to throw again. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Moore, the man in motion. They go play action here on 1st down. And it's caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. DJ Moore from 10 yards out. And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Harrison Butker at kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Okay, ready?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
60 Maverick. Buffalo 18.
Now Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Stroud is hit and the ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
60 Bobcats.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Yeah, this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down, brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And quickly they get to the line.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
And now they'll shift things around. They're going to look to throw. That is caught by Rodgers. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
19, Tiger, 19.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
On the ready.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Stroud. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 18. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate.
And now the rookie's free. Look at the big man rumble. And down to the 28-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one on to the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
29-yard line.
Come on.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Dexter Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
3rd and long.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Go street. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Back to throw. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
45. Texans 14. Kaimi Fairbairn at the kickoff for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Stop him at the 10. Ready.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game, it could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many expecting them to come in here and win. And they're not just winning, they're dominating. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Stroud to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley.
18, 5 years. Ready.
One final shot for C.J. Stroud. Flushed out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Kansas City, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else than their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin.